It is officially fall, and I am so excited to get started with all the fall nail art ideas. So, in this video, I'm going to be creating a nail art design inspired by the garland that is actually on my nail art cabinet. This is Autumn Leaves Garland, and I thought that I would do a really pretty design inspired by it. The first I'm going to do is start off with a base coat. I am actually very happy that my nails are finally long again because I actually chopped them down in February, I think, and it took this long to get them to grow this long, with the exceptions of a few breaks. But I'm really excited because I love doing nail art when my nails are really long. Obviously you can do nail art on short nails too, but I just personally prefer doing them on long nails. So I'm really excited for that. The base color I'm going to be using is this really pretty gray color called the Bestest. And I decided to do a gray color as the base for this because I think that having a subtle color like that really makes the brighter colors pop. I'm also not going to be doing my right hand in this design because, well, I have not found a design that I want to do in my right hand yet. I love wearing gray in the fall. I think it is such a common color sometimes. I really like it. While my base color is drying, I am going to get ready for my reverse stamping. And this is the stamping plate that I am using. The black polish that I am using is Zoya's Willow. I just decided to show the mistake I made. One thing I will say about stamping is when you go to scrape the polish, you want to have your stamper ready because this can happen. And I almost didn't show the mistake, but then I decided to show the mistake. So let's try this again. Definitely, if you're going to stamp an image, no matter what image it is, make sure that your stamper is ready. If there's a lid on it, make sure the lid's off and near you. That way you don't have to worry about the image not transferring nearly as well. The colors that I'm going to be using for the reverse stamp are going to be orange and yellow to match the color of the leaves, and the yellow polish is called Pippa, and the orange polish is called Thandy. You could totally use a toothpick to do this. I just prefer to use a dotting tool because I just think that it's easier. Another little tip I have is when it comes down to doing a design quickly, I try whenever I'm doing an nail art design, if I'm in a hurry or something, or I just want to get the design done quickly, I always like to have everything ready to go. Basically meaning that before I start painting my nails, I have the stamp reverse stamped, and I have basically everything out because it's a lot easier and a lot quicker. And whenever I'm doing my nails, I think it's easier to have the stamp drying while your nails are drying. That way they can get done pretty much at the same time. Okay, so I totally thought I had hit record. Apparently did not. So if the image looks like I only colored in certain parts of the leaf, and that is because on the leaf it is kind of like an ombre nail design or like a marble nail art design. So I'm only doing part of each of the leaves with the orange, and now I'm going to go in with the yellow. I find reverse stamping sort of like coloring in a coloring book. I really like to color, and I find it sometimes very calming. So this is what the design looks like. I did my thumb already. I'm actually very happy that I chose to reverse stamp the little corner pieces, and that's because the corner pieces, oops, I'm actually going to use the corner pieces on my pinky finger because it's smaller. The stamper. Now that I got all of the leaves on, which I'm actually very happy with how this turned out, I'm going to take one of these green polishes, and I think I'm going to use the Orly one, and this one is called Wild Willow, and I'm going to put some of this on the tray here, and I'm going to do my thumb first, but I'm going to do my thumb off camera. Okay, I actually did most of my fingers. Garland has these little, I guess you could call them like berry type things on them. So I decided to quickly add these. And the reason why I do one color on its own is so that I don't have to worry about the colors bleeding together. This is the design next to the garland. I have to say that I'm really happy with how this nail art design turns out because I didn't practice this design first, and I wasn't sure whether or not the colors would be opaque enough to go over the gray. But I really like this, and to be honest, I think it looks like a fake nail that you can press on. And I actually haven't put the top coat on yet because my nails weren't dry. I actually really like this nail art design, and I might be wearing this longer than a few minutes. I really like this one. This is really pretty.